Hello everyone! In this lesson today we will finish with basic minor pieces endgames, and we will see how knight and the bishop play against each other with one pawn on the board. Before we start with this position, I just want to remind you to place the comment below my video if you want to see some specific content in my video chess lessons, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. In this position, white is a pawn up, and white of course wants to win the game. But knight has excellent position on e8. It prevents the pawn from advancing, because if white pushes c7, black will capture the pawn immediately. And if white captures the knight, then black king will easily capture white's pawn and the game will be drawn. So white play actually to force black king away from a pawn. If white will try to do that immediately by playing bishop d4, that is not the best move, because black plays excellent move king d5. And it would be perfect if in this position it is black on the move. Then black would be in a zugzwang. As you can see now on the board, wherever black king plays, if he captures the bishop or moves anywhere on the fourth rank, then white king has enough time to capture the knight and to promote his pawn. Also, knight is incomplete zugzwang also. Wherever knight goes, it will be either capturing of the knight, or if knight d6, then just c7 and excellent zugzwang again, black loses the game. So our goal is to set up this position, but to be black on the move. Since now it is white on the move, this is not a good plan. That's why the best move actually is bishop to c3. And now, if for example black makes mistake and plays king d5, now we play the move bishop d4 and we have the desired picture, and black loses because he is in a zugzwang now. If he captures the pawn, then we easily capture the knight and easily promote. And if knight goes to d6, just c7 and again zugzwang. When king takes on d4, king d6, and white easily wins the game. That is why after bishop c3, the only good move for black is king b6. But white continues with bishop a5. Again, black cannot capture the bishop because we captured the knight, and again the same, the promotion cannot be stopped. So the only move is king b5. And now we shift our bishop to another diagonal with the goal to control f6 square, so that knight doesn't have any free move. After king c5, now we just shift our bishop to another diagonal, bishop g5, king d5, one more tempo move. Bishop e7 actually also wins the game in this position, but we want to have one tempo move to wait for black to step on a dark square, and when that happens, we check the king. And now if king goes to b5 or d5 whenever, we put our bishop on d4 and we have the winning position which we want to have. It is black on the move, this is zugzwang, and black resign the game. In this position we will learn why is it bad for knight to stay at the edge of the board. And this is typical example in which black knight can be trapped. Of course, you guessed that the best move for white now is bishop e5, and look how this bishop controls all possible squares where knight could eventually move. So now black can only move his king, not possible to play any knight move because the game will be lost immediately. He plays king e7, king c5, king d7, and now white easily wins the game by playing d6. It is actually a terrible mistake to play king b6 now, because black immediately draws the game playing knight f6, trying to capture the pawn. If knight goes to d6, then simply knight e8 or knight e4 and we capture the pawn. Or if bishop takes knight, king d6, the pawn is lost and the game is drawn. That is why d6 is easy winning move. And after king e6, king c6, and wherever knight goes, we just capture the knight, and after king e5, d7, and knight and king here cannot stop the pawn. White easily promotes and wins the game. This is now an example in which we have knight and the extra pawn versus bishop. Since bishop is a long-range piece, at the first glance it may look like that the position is drawn and that black can easily defend the position. But that is an illusion. Simply by offering a sacrifice, which must be refused, white will advance his king on e8 and pawn to f7. Of course, the winning move is king e7. It is very bad to capture this knight, which is now offered, because promotion cannot be stopped. White promotes to the queen and easily wins this endgame. The only move is to play some move, waiting move king h7, and after f7 check the king bishop a3, and after king e8 king g7. And this position is winning position for white. The goal now for white is very simple. White needs to put his knight to e7 square in order to block bishop's path to control f8 promotion square. But it is not possible to be done directly. There is no time for white to play immediately knight c6 and to go to e7, because black will play king f6. And this position is now drawn. Once black controls twice e7 square, there is no any path for white to win this game. That is why, in this starting position, white needs to find a way how to place knight on e7 without allowing black king to step on f6. And the first move is knight c4. Now, since bishop is under attack, bishop must move, and wherever bishop goes, white easily wins the game. For example, bishop f8 is the worst move possible, because then simply knight e3, king f6 is not possible because bishop is hanging, and after any bishop's move, just knight d5. From this square, knight controls f6, so king cannot go to f6. Next move is knight e7, and black resign the game. If bishop goes to c5, then excellent move again is knight b6. Bishop cannot capture the knight, of course, because we directly promote. Also, king cannot go to f6 because we have knight e7, knight fork, which means that he must play some random move with the bishop, let's say bishop a3, but again knight goes to d5, completing both tasks, controlling f6 and preparing knight e7, easy win for white. And the last possible move is, let's say, bishop b4, then the winning move is knight e3. Again, if king goes to f6, we have knight d5 immediately, and the position is lost. And if bishop goes to c5, we place our knight on d5, bishop goes anywhere, knight e7, and the game is over now. White wins. And this is the last position for this lesson, and also for basic minor pieces endgames. So in this position, white is a pawn up, and white wants to win the game. The plan for white is to go with his king to b8, force bishop to move, and then put the knight on b7. So king to b8 and knight to b7, and then promotion cannot be stopped. That is the plan for white. And the first move is very logical move, king c7. And after king e7, now there are two options for white: to play immediately king b8 or to go to c8 first. And this is very important rule about knights which are not able to gain or lose tempo. If you make mistake and go immediately to b8, black will place the king to d8 square. And now it is not possible to play knight b7 because black king again goes to d7 square. And if now king takes the bishop, this is very easy draw now. Now there is no any chance for white to make progress and to win this game. So Let's go back to see what happens if after king d8 he captures the bishop. Now we place the king to c7. It would be now wrong to put the king on c8 because after knight c4, king c7, knight a3, king c8 and knight b5, this c7 square is controlled. Black must move away and white goes with his king to b8 or b7 and promotes the pawn. So it is very important to know the rule, which says that in this position here, after king a8, you must put the king on the same square where the knight is. I mean the same color where the knight is. So king c7 draws. King c8 is a light square move, knight is on a5, and then knight is able to get the control of c7. If you play king c7, there is no any way for knight to make progress in this position. For example, knight c4, king c8, knight a3, king c7, and now knight b5 makes no progress because now it's again white on the move, and we learned that there is no chance for knight to gain or lose tempo. So that is why in the starting position, after king e7, the winning move is king c8. King c8, which forces black to lose one move. For example, if now he plays king d6, king b8, king d7, now knight b7 wins the game. It's a zugzwang now, and black doesn't have any useful move. If he would be able now to place his king on d7, the game would be drawn like in the previous example. And after logical moves, it is now clear that white wins the game because black is in zugzwang again. That is why after king c8, the only good move is king e8, trying again to set up the same position after king b8 to play king d8 and to make draw, but knight c4 wins the game. And if now bishop d5, then knight d6 check, king e7, knight b7, the goal is completed and the pawn will promote. And after knight c4, if king goes to e7, then king b8. And after king d8, there is knight d6, great move, again forcing black king to step on d7, after which knight b7 immediately wins the game, because black is in zugzwang again. That would be all for this video chess lesson. If you like this video chess lesson, please click on like, share, and subscribe to my channel.